It's a pretty village and would be a lovely place to set up home. So let's go and find today's property.
Well, I'm here to see a large semi-detached house that had a guide price of £175,000 to £185,000. Now, it's been in the same ownership for over 30 years, and whenever I hear that, I always assume I'm going to get an untouched gem.
Well, yes, there definitely is a gem there, but it's a hidden one at the moment, and it is untouched, although maybe more untouched than you might want. It's an imposing building, that's for sure, but it certainly looks as if some major work is going to be required. That chimney will need rescuing from the vegetation for a start. This house could be a money pit, but it's certainly intriguing.
Wow, this place is vast. Walking in here is like walking into an antique shop. Look at this beautiful old surround. You've got a piano here, big high ceilings, an amazing bay window. This is so my cup of tea. I would love to see this done up. It's going to be a good one.
It is. Honestly, bear with me. I know the scale of the house and the work needing to be done seems daunting, but it'll be worth it, and you won't persuade me otherwise. The hall is dark and the kitchen is tiny, but for a house this size, I'd want to see an amazing space. And as for the conservatory, well, I don't think anyone will be conserving it. I think this structure is well past it. Up on the first floor, there are 2 bedrooms, both good sizes, and a bathroom. Then up on the top floor, another 2 good-sized bedrooms. They're both well-proportioned and have lovely arched windows. What a great feature, though they might need replacing. And since they're not standard, that could be costly. But it doesn't end there, because way below is a huge cellar. My brain cells are already whirring. A home cinema, a gigantic playroom. Wow, call me an optimist, but I'm seeing past all the hard work to a totally fabulous home.
So lift me up, finish what you started. Take me on for a ride. Lift me up from the broken hearted, rivers deep and wide.
There's masses of space indoors, but what about outdoors? Some work has already been started clearing the house out, so it's tricky to get a true picture.
As you'd expect from a house set at over 4 floors, this garden is quite sizable, but there's a large double garage at the end here. Now, that's good news, but I've got some even better news. If you demolish this garage, you could create some access from the side here or the rear, and then you're looking at a potential building plot. Bingo! This is all subject to planning permission, of course, but if you were successful, this could pay for renovating that amazing.
So maybe what could have been a money pit could in fact be a money maker. But time for a second opinion. What does the local estate agent make of this house that went to auction, guided at £175,000 to £185,000?
First time in here and it's an awful lot to do. But it's got good potential. The room sizes are quite good in comparison to modern buildings.
The house does have a lot going for it, but what's the best way to add value here?
Potential to extend side on and possibly to the back, obviously with the right planning permission. If you do extend onto the side, it would make good en-suites to the bedrooms.
What sort of returns can be made here? First, the resale value.
Once renovated, so long as they keep it to a high spec, keep the character in this market for about £450,000 to £550,000.
And as a rental?
I would say between £1,750 per calendar month to £2,000 per calendar month.
OK, so this place needs the works, but you need to think about what it could be, and then There's the added bonus of a building plot at the end of the garden. A fantastic one to go for, I think. Let's see who wanted this when it went under the hammer.
But it's his two sons, Sean on the right and Martin, who came to show me their new purchase. The brothers are both carpenters in their 20s. They've been on the show before, when back in 2010 they bought and renovated this house in Tunbridge, Kent. Buoyed by that success, they went on to buy another 2 properties. This will be the 4th and biggest project to date for them. I met them back at the house to talk about their plans.
Congratulations. Now, I know we've met before. How did that project go?
Yeah, that went very well. Like, originally, I think I said I was going to move into that place.
Yes.
But we had, like, 3 offers within a week and we sold it straight away because the offers just, you know, were too good to turn down.
Did you make a nice, worthwhile profit?
Yeah, it was all right. It's got us by.
And here you are again. So you're back in it for more trouble.
Yeah, back in it again. Yeah, this one's quite a bit more than the other one, I think. So when we came and looked at it, there was quite a few people here walking in and out and just shaking their heads thinking, just walk away, just walk away. But you know, we stuck around and fingers crossed it'll pay off.
So, Sean, tell me, what is it about this house that you liked so much that made you guys spend what you did spend on auction day?
Well, it just seems to have a lot of potential in it. I mean, as you can see by the size of it, you can do so much with it. And looking at the houses around, it just seems that it will fetch the kind of money that you were looking for, so it seemed about right.
It seems that Martin and Sean knew when they were onto a good thing. They've obviously got the ability to look beyond the superficial problems here and see that the place is brimming with possibilities. But will their vision match the potential here?
What sort of plans have you got for this place? Are you going to take it right back to the bare bones?
Yeah, we'll take it, you know, right back as if it's a new build, new electrics, new plumbing, put an extension around the side, 2-storey extension, and then a wraparound around the back. So.
So you're going to go for it?
Yeah, if we get the permission, that is, anyway.
Yeah.
Why have you decided to have a big wraparound extension and to extend out the back? Why don't you work with what's here?
Because we've seen next door the price that their house has been up for sale for, and they've got a big extension that goes right around the back. So basically we want to kind of keep it the same as that, to kind of go for the same kind of style and hopefully fetch the same kind of money as that one.
And the main thing was that where this house and next door were one house at one point, their stairs are a completely different layout to ours, so their rooms work a lot better with bathrooms and stuff like that. So the extension will give us a nice big family bathroom with hopefully 2 en suites and stuff, just make the house flow a bit better.
Let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show, and you'll know what I mean. That's the reason.
Well, letting the love flow might benefit the place with some valuable extra space, but the brothers know it's going to need tough love to get it up to scratch to match similar properties in the area. The neighbouring property went on the market for £500,000. And their focus isn't restricted to the house.
What about the potential with the garage that you've got, with the separate access on the side?
Well, it would always be an added bonus if we could get planning for a separate building at the back. I mean, it's got a courtyard to the side that could be used for parking. And, I mean, it's a big enough garage, you can see that you could easily fit a house on it, that's for sure.
You know, that really is the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
Yeah, if we get planning permission for that, I mean, that'll cover the cost for building this and, you know, a lot more. We might just sell it off with planning permission and move on. We're using that to fund something else. Yeah, with this one, I mean, our budget's £80,000 to £100,000. So we've budgeted quite a lot on it, gone through the figures a few times, and depending on the sort of finishes we're going through, which are going to be, you know, high end, we're probably going to be close to the £100,000 mark on expenditure.
First, the brothers need to get planning permission, so realising that may take time. They've given themselves 12 months for the renovation. They plan to recruit the other trades, such as plasterers and electricians when required, but will be doing the majority of the work themselves. It's going to be a hard slog, but they seem up for the challenge.
As long as you can see potential in it, you know there's something to head for. So there's a goal at the end of the day that we're, you know, striving for.
Do you think you've got the energy to do this?
Yeah, it's going to be a long journey, but, you know, we're looking kind of up to a year, really, but I think we'll manage it.
Guys, it's been such a pleasure meeting you once again. I cannot wait to see what this is going to be like, because I think it could be amazing. It's in a great location as well.
Lovely, thank you.
Martin, Sean,
Thanks a
lovely
lot.
to see you again. Thank you. Martin and Sean cannot wait to get cracking on their biggest project to date. How will they get on with the planning to extend this house? And will they manage to create that building plot at the end of the garden? You can find out if the brothers make a success of this later in the programme.
We return to Kent and a bit of history.
This building was built in 1850, so it's a fairly old property, and everything needed, redoing.
We now head back to the village of West Kingsdown in Kent, where we saw a 3-storey semi which promised great potential with its wonderful period features and garden. Unfortunately, the challenges included taking this old house back to basics. But brothers Sean and Martin, on the left here, weren't put off at all, so they paid £228,000 for it. The brothers are carpenters and have been on the show before when they renovated this terraced property in Tunbridge, Kent. This new challenge was a tougher proposition, but they seemed game to take it on.
As long as you can see potential in it, there's something to head for. So there's a goal at the end of the day that we're, striving for.
Do you think you've got the energy to do this?
Yeah, it's going to be a long journey, but, we're looking kind of up to a year, really, but I think we'll manage it.
With an £80,000 to £100,000 budget, Martin and Sean had a vision of adding a side and rear extension, turning this place into something quite special. There was also the chance to sell off some of the garden to add a new build, which could provide the icing on this cake. But before they could consider that option, there was still a lot for them to do. 18 months later, we returned to see if the brothers have risen to the challenge. Well, they've added that impressive new extension. But it just sets up what's inside, a truly stunning transformation. The front room is now a beautifully elegant lounge, while the extension has allowed for the creation of a spacious new hallway, a downstairs toilet, shower room and a study area. And that's not all on this ground floor. At the back, the brothers have created an amazing single-storey extension, which leads to an impressive new kitchen. The lads were on hand to tell us all about this amazing transformation, starting with Sean and that fabulous new kitchen.
This room here was the original kitchen. We had worktops all down this side. We had the existing door was over in that corner and it led to the outside. So then now out this side we've had a single extension. We've got all our TV points and electrical sockets on the walls already, so they can just come in, put TV straight up, and it leads directly out to the back garden where we put bifold doors and a decking area straight out, so you just walk straight out, you don't have to step down or anything.
This rear extension definitely adds a new dimension to the ground floor, but the side extension has changed the dynamics for the rest of the house. On the middle floor, the beautifully restored master bedroom retains its layout, but the new extension has allowed not only for the creation of an immaculate ensuite, but on the landing, there's a stylish contemporary family bathroom. Loving the floor tiles, boys. The side extension also means that the second bedroom has increased in size, with the space now home to an ensuite and a walk-in wardrobe. On the top floor are the least changed rooms of all. 2 loft bedrooms with lots of space and the original windows with great views over the Kent countryside. All in all, they've achieved a fantastic renovation, but it meant getting back to basics.
This building was built in 1850, so it's a fairly old property, and everything needed, redoing. All the brickworks needed sorting out, needed replastering, the floorboards needed changing and stuff like that. So it was a lot of work.
Believe it or not, that's not the end of the tour. With its own access, the basement also had a complete renovation and could be used as a reception room or a 5th bedroom. Plus, there's also an additional room to be used as a home cinema. And at the back, a wine cellar, even here the quality of work is excellent.
We wanted to give it the highest possible finish because I think the property deserves that and I think it needs that. And we've tried to keep some character features in it. We wanted to keep the Victorian feel of the property, but we want to give a modern twist on it.
I'm proud of how it's gone. I mean, this is the first build that we've done of this size, and we haven't really had any problems. You know, we've hit some minor problems, but we got over them pretty easily, and it's ended up looking like this, so I'm very happy with it.
Indeed, he should be happy and proud. This is a total transformation. They've made it sound easy, but as always, there are delays you have to be prepared for. The planning permission took 3 months, and they had to take on other work in the meantime. What about the outside? I had thought this large garden could be a pot of gold as the plot for a new build, and Martin and Sean originally considered that too. But after taking advice from estate agents, their architect, and doing some research, they made the decision. So there's no new build at the bottom of this garden.
We didn't think it would be a good idea to go for planning at the back because we think it probably would have devalued this property, but if it didn't devalue it certainly would have been harder to sell having someone overlooking you right at the back.
The brothers started work on the house 6 months after I first came here and met their schedule by doing the complete renovation within 12 months. But how did their budget fare? Time to find out if 2 local estate agents love this place as much as I do.
What an amazing job that they've done here. You know, it's probably one of the best refurbs that I've seen in a while.
It looks stunning from the outside. Walk across the threshold, an absolutely stunning finish internally. Really good, even from the double glazed windows, the UPVC sash windows, to absolutely everything in the house is a top-end finish.
What I particularly like about this house is that it retains a lot of the original features, but it's got a real contemporary kind of modern feel about it. Absolutely fantastic family home.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, I mean, at least we know what sort of figure we can sell it at now in the future. Maybe in a couple of years, if we come to sell it, you know, it might have gone up in value as well.
But at present, older brother Martin plans to move in and enjoy the benefits of all their hard work. The brothers say they've learned a lot from this renovation, so they've already set their sights on the next venture. And it seems they're aiming high.
Next job is to go new build.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, we've done a success of this. It's a standard that we finished to. I mean, everyone can see it's very good. So going into new build shouldn't have a problem at all.
Just go bigger next time, I think.
Or a couple at the same time.
Or 2, yeah, that works out right.